Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for episode 11? Episode 11 of, only one left. Sorry, getting distracted already. Episode 11 of Kujira no Kora wa Sajou ni Utau, or Children of the Whales. This was, I felt like kind of a setup, exposition-y episode. It kind of didn't really progress much story, it just kind of set up for future story to happen. And there's only one episode left, so I don't think there's going to be too much handled just in the next episode. And then we'll have to wait for Season 2, and I'm hoping it gets a Season 2, because I've loved this. It's been up there as my favorite anime of the season. This, Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko, and Hoseki no Kuni are the ones I would say are all fighting for favorite anime of the season for me. Yeah, I don't know. They're the ones that are fighting for the best anime of the season. But I don't know which one I'd put up top. I guess there are others that I do appreciate a lot, and maybe I'll appreciate them more later on, and we'll see how my opinions change. Because I do like Garo Vanishing Line a lot as well. But either way, a minute into this, let me get to talking about the episode a bit. So we're starting off actually seeing Orca's hearing with, they call it his, ecclesiastical hearing or whatever, which, I think that's actually kind of just cool terminology and stuff, cool naming, because the one leader, supreme guy is named Ecclesias, right? But either way, they pretty much say the extermination wasn't pressing, it wasn't a big deal. It's not like we had all this time to do it. They've been there for 93 years. We can do it whenever. But you pushed for it to go ahead and happen. You lost an entire ship plus all these soldiers. So, we don't want them to be discovered by this other country or anything, but they sentence Orca, Arachne, and the other, they say 100 other officers to death. But Orca starts mouthing off, starts sassing back, and he says he sees their people as the angels of the noose and all that, but the warriors of Falena are demons, and we need to kill the demons, and somehow the leaders start buying into this, and he passes his blame off to Arachne, and acts like he's going to pull a gun, but is actually pulling papers to sort of fool him into thinking, oh shit, self-preservation, and shooting at his hand, to fool him into saying, oh, see, look at that guy can't control his emotions, all his fault. And they completely buy into this. This and some other thing. People in this show are kind of gullible. But either way, so he throws the blame on to Arachne, and he believes that a second reign of Noose is coming, because of course they believe all the Noose rained down, and then the evil people who didn't feed their emotions to the Noose were wiped out, and all the good angels of the Noose who who fed their emotions to the Noose got powers in exchange, and they're the Apathoia. And then there's the other people who are just neutral people. But the people of Falena who get powers without giving up their emotions are evil and demons, whatever. That's their, sort of way of seeing things, though. But either way, after getting out of that, weaseling his way out somehow or another, he talks to Commander-in-Chief Atsali, and he says he wants Karkarius, which is another ship, and he'll probably get it because plot, but yeah, it doesn't really make any sense that they would trust Orca with another ship. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But either way, Chakuro tells Suho about the shared dream that all the marked had. They then have a little singing trip where they steer the whale, and they're like, yeah, now we can go wherever we want. We learned to steer this thing. Recaltio, who I still really like, he shows Suho his sea map, and he's like, hey, this is where our country is and all this. And this is about where your island is, and there's a bunch of swirling currents here, so you've been going in circles, basically. You've been trapped here for these 93 years. The currents have served as your cage. So then Lycos meets with Recaltio, tells him about Noose and all that stuff that happens with, how the Noose take emotions and give the powers to the people of her country, but here, they take life force instead of emotions to give them power. Falena is different in that it eats life force. And then bam, Chakuro is shocked. Big reveal. The elders confirm that that's true. There were the twins that we saw before that were kind of assholes, part of the Belmoles. They bring up this flag and they call themselves the Purple Wing and say, yeah, follow us, rebel. And their reasoning is the unmarked have sent us off to battle because we're the ones with the special powers. So we need to sort of live for ourselves and stop being the servants of these people that live long lives. And which would kind of make sense in sort of, and they declare themselves the new rulers and all that. Oni tries to break this shit up, but it doesn't sort of go that well for him. But their plan makes no sense because these people have been mindlessly following the unmarked all these years. It's not so easy to change people, to be like, all of these people that have been following them and trusting them, and it's worked out pretty well except for this one sort of attack thing. All of them are just all of a sudden going to turn against the unmarked. It seems like rather than turn against the unmarked, they would stand in solidarity and turn against the twins. The twins are only 2 people. So yeah, it does kind of feel like the twins would, if this was reality and how our human society works, they'd probably be like burned at the stake like witches or something. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. The plan doesn't make very much sense. Sort of like Orca making it out of there and asking for another ship. It only works if people are super, super gullible. So we can only assume that people in this world are super, super gullible. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. It was mostly exposition, setting up for future plot. It was setting up for the stuff with the twins and what I think next episode's going to be. I think the twins will try to lead an uprising. That uprising will get shut down, and then that'll leave us for the season, so that next season they have to try to make it to this new country or whatever. And while they're trying to do that, Orca will have a new ship next season to try to attack him because they'll probably get the Carcarius or whatever. Yeah, so mostly exposition, just setting up future plot points for next episode and next season. And yeah, just with the logic of the series and with normal logic, like I said, some of these plans don't seem like they should make sense unless people are super gullible. But I'd still give it 8 C-maps out of 10 because I love the show and I really, really enjoyed watching the episode. And I thought it was good. So 8 C-maps out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like it. Comment down there to tell me what you thought of this episode and what you thought of my thoughts on this episode. Subscribe for more of this, much more on the channel. It will be ending soon. And I will be doing a video where I'll discuss I'll have up on screen the list of all the anime for next season and their descriptions and stuff like I did for this season. And I'll go through them, I'll discuss them, and I'll say which ones I'm thinking of watching, which ones I'm maybe thinking of reviewing, and I'll get your opinions on that so that you can help me decide what to review and what to discuss here and there, even if I don't review every single week for next season. So, simple as that, I guess. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. If you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I'll give you one. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.